Alright. Hello everyone and welcome to another episode of Late Night Rant. In tonight's episode, I'd like to answer the question about the Elektron DIGITAKT. Will I buy one? Let's get right into it. So one of the viewers on the channel asked me to share my opinion about the DIGITAKT now that we have a couple more demos online, including a spectacular demo by Cuckoo from Superbooth. And the answer is very simple. Yes, I will get one. Probably not right now. I'll still wait for a couple of user reviews. I'm not that brave to be pre-ordering it, but I definitely will get one. And why? Because it has conditional trigs on the MIDI sequencer. Conditional trigs have become such an important part of my workflow, and it's really cool to have them available for external instruments, like for example for my Moog. I can just imagine how many options this will open for me in my music making. Also, I'm more and more interested in launching video clips using the sequencer. So I'll be able to use this first function for a MIDI note to be triggered only on the first time a sequence goes around, just to trigger a clip and then not repeat again. This could be really cool. The question remains, will I sell my Octatrack? Probably not, because I have so many projects on the Octatrack that will be difficult to extract from it. And I'm thinking I'll be using my Octatrack more and more as a monophonic synthesizer using the monolith functionality that I described in my other video. So, what do I love about the DIGITAKT? First of all, I love the screen. The fact that it's bigger, with my eyes, it's important to have big screens, and the screens have been shrinking on Elektrons recently. So I'm really happy that it has a bigger screen. Also, I really enjoyed the demonstration of the performance modes, so sort of master effects. Using the track button and then the encoder, it can affect all of the unit, which is really cool for live performance, and that's something that's really missing from the Octatrack. And the crossfader is cool, but it's really not as easy to control it globally as it is with the analog rhythm in performance mode, for example. And I really like the fact that I include a recording buffer. So on the DIGITAKT, according to the demo, it's not going to be a per track buffer, it's going to be a master buffer, and then you can send the samples from the buffer into a given track. I think it's going to be a much more user-friendly solution and an easier solution really to implement, so that's cool. I also saw that there's a retrigger functionality which could work similarly to an analog rhythm, and if it's implemented it could be really cool because it could mean that you can glitch a lot, which is cool. Oh, another cool thing that they showed is that it has a threshold level before it starts sampling, so it waits for a given signal to come up into the buffer before it starts sampling, which is a pretty standard functionality on a lot of samplers, but the Octatrack didn't have it, and it's really good to have because it makes sampling much easier. They also included single cycle waveforms, which is similar to the monolith synthesizer, and with the chromatic mode, I think this could be really cool. So I'm pretty much sold on the DIGITAKT. However, there are still a couple of questions, maybe doubts, or maybe even feature requests that I have about the DIGITAKT. We don't know much about the MIDI sequencer. We only know that it's going to have conditional trigs, and I would really like the sequencer to have full 4-note polyphony. And what I mean by that is I would like it to have note off, first of all, but also I would like to be able to play pedal notes. So right now on the Octatrack sequencer, if you play a chord, let's say a 4-note chord, and then you want to keep this note pressed in and change the rest of the chord, this note is going to disappear. What you need to do is you need to do this and this once again. So you can't have this hang on as a pedal note. I know that it stems from the trig architecture of the device, but please find a way. Obviously, I really hope that it has CC like the Octatrack so that I can also send control change over MIDI to my other devices. That's very crucial. And we don't know whether it's going to have an arpeggiator or not. I hope that we will have an arpeggiator because that's a cool thing to have. I also understand that because of the trig architecture it might be difficult to implement, but please let's have MIDI import over USB. even for Overbridge Plus. You know, I'll get the Overbridge Plus, but let's have this functionality. That would be really awesome. Yeah, so those are pretty much all my questions about the MIDI sequencer, but with conditional tricks, it should be a great sequencer. I'm really excited about it. My second thing is, and I know that I keep talking about this in almost every video, is a request about the filter. I really think that the filter on the Octatrack is one of the best filters ever, really. It's so musical and it's so easy to use it as a sound sculpting tool and also as a mixing tool to find the right spot in the mix for every single instrument, because it has a high pass and a low pass integrated, but still you can use both. We don't have it on the RYTM, and from what I saw on the demo, it's not also an option on the DIGITAKT. So please find a way so that we can have high pass and low pass simultaneously, so that we can really sculpt those sounds. Would be awesome. A cool feature request that I would like to have is actually input processing, so that you can plug something in and process it as you do on the Octatrack, but also for you to be able to send this audio, maybe sacrificing one track over using Overbridge. That would be really good to have. Yeah, so those are my basic requests for the DIGITAKT. I'm very excited about this. I'll probably get it around September, October, so I'll have plenty of time to watch a couple of demos, but I will get it for the trick conditions. So yeah, what do you think about the DIGITAKT? Will you get one? Please make sure to leave a comment and let me know. If you have other requests to hear my opinions about the other gear, please also drop that in the comments. I'll be more than happy to record a quick video on that topic. On Monday, I would like to do a video on the cheapest analog heat alternative. It needs to have stereo in and stereo out, and needs to be able to provide overdrive and a filter. So if you have any suggestions what that could be, please also let me know in the comments. I would like to look into those options, but I will also demonstrate one option that I already know. Thank you very much for watching. Make sure to subscribe for more tutorials, more jams, and more opinions like that. Thank you so much. Have a great night and take care.